after
that don't go away. We are holding at T-minus 40 seconds, but once the teams have resolved and see the data that they want to see, the clock can restart straight away, and it'll start ticking down from T-minus 40 again, all towards liftoff.
Yeah, exactly. Now, while we do have the ability to hold for up to
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That is so stunning. You can see the purple hue. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. The purple hue of the Methalocks burning right now is the most stunning thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Come out.
It is clean looking.
Out here. Come,
it is so clean.
Come.
Yes. Andrew,
you deserve this, Andrew.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Into the flight of Starship.
Wow. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Power and telemetry nominal.
We've heard power and telemetry
nominal. Oh, Max Q.
Yes, Max Q. Yes, this is good.
Guys, all engines are running still too.
This is good. That is beautiful.
All engines are running.
Oh.
All 33 engines are still running.
Oh my God. This is so much better.
This is phenomenal.
This is great. That looks like a gorgeous, bright.
Tells us Starship is through the period of greatest stress on the way to space.
Oh.
Now the next major event is hot staging in just over 90 seconds from now.
Emotional.
To get ready, the booster will shut down all but 3 of the Raptor engines. Plants holding the 2 stages together will release, and the Starship's second stage will ignite its engines. Starship will then separate from the Super Heavy booster and head to space. And at the same time, the 3 engines that are still firing on Super Heavy will flip the booster around. 10 more engines will ignite for the boost back burn, putting the first stage on path for a splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico.
Come on, buddies. Oh.
I don't know if we're in the shot at all.
I know.
Sorry, guys.
Who cares?
Who cares?
At this point. Oh, I can't wait.
This should be the staging event.
Can't wait to see our tracking. So cool. All the neighbors are out. It's cool.
Yes.
Engine power continues to look nominal on 33 Raptor engines. We're about to shut down the first stage and perform staging. Let's watch and listen.
That's.
Oh!
They're staging.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I mean, it's not a big. The ring, like
that looks good, but it's oh, look,
yes.
I see them separated.
No way.
I see them separated. They're
booster engine cut off.
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
You have to be kidding.
I am shaking
I
everywhere.
think it's nominal.
No, hold on. This is insane.
It worked. It
This is insane.
Worked.
This is insane. Oh, look.
No way. That might be flight termination on the booster. Or ignition, I don't know.
Ever successful hot stage.
We saw something exciting.
Starship.
I think Starship's going
our Super Heavy booster. And as you can see, the Super Heavy booster has just experienced a rapid, unscheduled disassembly. However, our ship is still underway with all 6.
Power and telemetry nominal.
And we just heard there, ship avionics, power and telemetry nominal. All 6 engines are lit, as you can see from the GUI there at the bottom right-hand side of your screen.
can still see Starship sailing.
Oh my God!
Look at the.
Now we did know that the that hot staging was going to be incredibly dynamic. We knew that there was a chance that the booster would not survive, but we're going to take that data and figure out how we can make the booster better for the next hot stage.
Unbelievable.
Let's
yeah,
go
that
inside.
hot staging put a lot of load on the top of the booster, and of course it flipped around there. A lot of dynamic stuff happening. But ship is still going strong.
And it's doing great. Right now, the ship, the second stage, is on its way. Like we said, you can see all 6 of its engines are ignited.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I can't believe
The next
this.
major milestone for the ship
Thank
will
you,
be
Andy
the
Voss,
shutdown
for
of
updating
those
the overlays
engines,
so beautifully.
or SECO, second engine cutoff,
Oh my God.
which if you follow our Falcon 9 launches, familiar terminology
shaking.
there. So far, today has been incredibly successful, even with the run of the Super Heavy booster. This is amazing.
I cannot wait for
Primary
the
objective of the booster
I want to
today
see what our
to
team
get to
was
hot
able to
staging, to
capture.
get ship on its way to orbit. It did that admirably.
Yeah, we definitely asked.
Starship trajectory nominal.
Starship
Right,
trajectory
right,
nominal.
right.
That's
Right.
incredible.
Trajectory for ship is
Acquisition of
nominal.
signal, Cape Canaveral.
Once again, Starship's second stage is firing those engines, and as you just heard, everything's looking good. Now, for the ship, we wanted it to survive hot staging, which, as you can see there
ship
by
did.
that little dot on your screen, it did. We also want to basically demonstrate that the successful startup of those engines, demonstrating controlled ascent, which is what it's doing right now, and eventually orbital insertion. We are hoping to basically send this around the Earth, and if it makes it this far, splash down in the Pacific Ocean, a couple hundred miles north of Hawaii.
Oh my God. So it's on a nominal, again, it is
Now,
on
if we
track.
get that far, like all of that sounds great. Secondary objectives for ship, again, continuing to gather
Tell us in
and
the
use
chat,
data.
how are you feeling right now? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Give us a little caption from
Incredible. That was incredible. Everything about that.
You know, watching a Starship launch and tracking it with an Xbox pad with a few friends, occasional stuff, you know. Like, oh!
On your screen, basically the propellant pressures in the ship
6 minutes into flight, 13,000
So
kilometers.
the 3
speed,
center sea level
150
Raptor engines on
kilometers
ship
out.
are gimbaling engines. The 3 outer engines in the triangle, the larger ones, are Raptor vacuum engines. All of them continuing to fire nominally, so they're at the pressures that we expect to try to get into our target trajectory today.
Yeah.
And we're not targeting orbit today. We're targeting almost orbit today. That's very intentional as part of the mission design. The goal is to get to a thrust profile similar to what we would need for orbit, but also to get to the energy levels that the ship would need to dissipate for re-entry. And so we're actually going in a suborbital trajectory today, but that trajectory will get us to the energy levels that we need at re-entry, where we can really stress that heat shield and get valuable data on re-entry. And those calls that we are still on a nominal trajectory here and seeing nominal pressures means that we have a really good shot of hitting our target orbit.
Yeah. Now, if the booster had survived, we would be around the time where it would be getting ready to land, performing its re-entry, but it unfortunately did not survive. That being said, that's okay. It survived several seconds after hot staging, so we're going to take that data and improve the hot staging sequence and probably improve the hardware itself for the next flight.
So I'm a little. Oh, they terminated it.
That does not look good for Starship right there.
It appears that Starship was had flight termination system.
Well,
Still, they
worked.
staged. They got 8 minutes. Well, that could have been shut off. That could have been engine shut off.
let's wait.
Yeah, let's wait on that could have been SECO.
They're standing by for a call out here. Coming up on the projected time that ship would shut down its engines.
It looks like they
they cut it before it.
They're applauding.
As you can tell by the excitement from the crowd here at Mission Control Center in Hawthorne. There's a great view of our Star Command Center. That's our control center at Starbase Texas. The crowd here, Mission Control Center behind us in Hawthorne. Everyone is super exciting. What a successful day this has been so far.
It appeared to, just off the cuff, I mean, observer, it looks like they did terminate it. Like it would have been short, which maybe could have let it going to Africa or something, so they would have, if it deviated from the flight plan. Well, now, we will wait for more information, but just from...
I mean, up to this point, major successful milestones through hot staging, which was the big objective today.
Yeah.
Wow.
What happened?
Oh, what happened?
So we are going to head into the coast phase.
Ik hoop dat er nog wat beelden vrijkomen.
Planned for the next about hour and 5 minutes. We'll be returning around the T+1 hour and 15-minute mark. And that's while we're waiting for Starship to continue on to its next step for re-entry.
Jammer dat ik het een beetje te laat inschakelde. Maar...
That video comes normally
ben ook aan het roken.
ground stations, but we don't have a ton along our flight path. So fingers crossed that we will get some via Starlink on this mission since we're testing that out.
They didn't say they've rutted it.
So that was Seco?
That might have
potentially
been
just
the
Seco?
second engine cutoff. Yeah, meaning.
And also give us a moment. We are hearing some chatter on the net, so we're gonna try to parse that for you.
Oh, parse it.
Parse, please. We will stand by. That was the.
Ik had even eerder online moeten gaan. Dat is wel duidelijk, maar goed, ik wist niet dat het zo vlot zou gaan.
Explain how beautiful. And we still have. We still have our cameras recording, by the way. I'm seeing recording on Mission Control.
Mission Control.
Yes, we had one that we don't have access to anymore, Mast Cam, but it was triggered, so hopefully we might have lost it from shaking and stuff.
Well, let's see.
Oh my gosh,
We probably just lost the dish connection from the shaking. Yeah. But I bet we do have it recording beautifully.
Spencer, can you confirm or deny if we have any access to...
That looks
it's still there. The pad cameras still.
It's still there. That looked way better. I'm already like calling it. That looked amazingly better.
Yeah, it looks like most of it is intact there, which is important.
Yes, Starbase.
All right, so we're going to keep an ear...
Any more data since then, so we think we may have lost the second stage, so we would not be into coast phase. We wouldn't be able to come back in an hour or so and possibly get ready for re-entry. However, what we do know right now is we had an on-time launch at 7 o'clock. We got through the boats. First stage looked beautiful with 33 Raptor engines firing. We got the hot staging, you know, the thing that we really wanted to see and impressed. We saw the separation, we saw the flip maneuver, we saw the light up of the 6 Raptor engines on Starship, and it headed away. Everything really looked good. But what we do believe right now is that the automated flight termination system on second stage appears to have triggered very late in the burn as we were headed downrange out over the Gulf of Mexico. But the real topping on the cake today, that successful liftoff, Kate, Kiva, the hot staging is just beautiful. Exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah, ultimately, honestly, such an incredibly successful day. Even though we did have a RUD or a rapid...
We gaan gewoon even terug naar
the super heavy booster and the ship. That's great. We got so much data.
Naar de lift-off. We gaan gewoon terugspoelen. En dan...
By the condensation. And they should remind people, what you're seeing on screen, that's not smoke. That is literally
condensation. Net gewoon,
because the propellant on board the rocket is so cold that it comes in contact with the air molecules, you know, condense the atmosphere and turn it into like little ice particles, and we're seeing literally like clouds of vapor around the... Love to see it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have it here. I don't know if Andrew Keating's here. David Louise, is there a dummy payload in this?
It's awesome though.
Yeah.
Maybe we can pull that.
Yeah, that is the shot of the... Ooh, look at that too. Which one is that? Sorry, I'm getting.
This is on Mr. T.
That's the trap to do with these remote locations. I think we're to the point where
Our team.
Oh, by the way, this is legitimate.
Stage are still.
Okay. Checks are complete. Next major event we're going to hear, hopefully, is the flight director go for launch at T-minus 30 seconds. As we're coming up on
We gaan gewoon in herhaling.
When we get to T-minus 40 seconds, we'll just listen in. Last time, as you recall, we did hold at 40 seconds, but it took a few seconds for the clock to recover, so we're going to watch that. And as we press to T0, we're going to watch and listen the second test flight of Starship.
They're under 40 seconds. So there is a delay. So get ready, guys. We're about T-minus 30 seconds or so.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Okay.
Back around recycle.
Stare at the rocket from now on.
All right, here we go. Oh my God, Tim, it's happening.
I can't believe this. Oh, they might be back in a hold, actually.
Okay. All right.
They have 20 minutes. But I'm not taking my eyes off the stupid rocket this time.
Never again.
Where am I? I'm occasionally glancing down.
Don't take your eyes off the rocket.
Closing this. Last time I made this whole thing shake so much.
Back at Hawthorne, we're T-minus 40 seconds in holding. We had a rapid recycle. We've not heard anything over the countdown net as the team works both first and second stages. We're going to monitor the nets here for a minute.
I'm shaking.
Here we go.
Stay in this T-minus 40 second hold throughout the. I mean, they have 20 full minutes of launch window.
Yes. Man, there are a lot of boats.
Got a little bit of an update. We're continuing to hold at T-minus 40 seconds. This is the normal hold point for Starship, as we talked earlier. Sounds like we're working just late pressurization on, I believe, the second stage. Team is working it. All the other systems are on hold right now at 40 seconds. We can hold here for about 15 minutes or so before we would run out of window for this morning.
Mary Liz was worried about boat traffic, but they're in the channel.
Right now they're working on filling pressure vessels. And ideally we'll be able to solve this and come back and release the clock at T-minus 40 seconds. We're going to continue to listen and monitor for another few minutes.
So they're just trying to top off, make sure the vehicle and make sure the upper stage is fully prepped and fully conditioned at the right pressures, temperatures, everything, and fully fueled. So that with propellant, of course, it's using methanol.
Dat ik het niet door had dat het al bezig was, joh. Maar het is dus om iets over 2 is het.
We are holding at T-minus 40 seconds, but once the teams have resolved and see the data that they want to see, the clock can restart straight away, and it'll start ticking down from T-minus 40 again, all towards liftoff.
Yeah, exactly. Now, while we do have the ability to hold for up to 30 minutes, we only have a 20-minute launch window, so don't go away, don't change the channel, and just like Shiva said, we can restart that clock, and there it is.
And there it goes.
Oh my God, countdown.
Ooh, countdown.
Ben, go up. Ben,
Clock
up.
is rolling.
30 seconds.
T-minus 30 seconds.
We should see it any second now.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Record. All
Yes.
systems go. All systems recording. The drone is up. Oh my God, there it is.
It's sliding.
There it is. Oh my God.
T-minus 15.
Oh my God. Get off the pad. Get off the pad.
9, 8, 7,
Yes.
6, 5,
Bro, look how beautiful that looks this time.
2,
Oh my God.
1.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
We have the clock.
Wow. That's just so hit me in the chest.
See if it puts you down range.
That is loud.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. That is so stunning. You can see
Oh,
the
it's
purple
shaking
hue.
everything.
Oh
Holy
my
crap,
gosh.
The whole deck is
Oh
shaking.
my gosh. This is beautiful. The purple hue of the Methalox burning right now is
the most stunning thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Come out,
it is
Keating.
clean
Get out
looking.
here. Come,
it is so clean.
Come.
Yes. Andrew,
You
look at
deserve this, Andrew.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Into the flight of Starship.
Wow.
That is the most
Raptor
beautiful
engines
thing I've ever seen.
Power and
Come
telemetry
on, buddy.
We've heard power and
Keep going,
telemetry
buddy.
nominal.
Oh,
Max Q.
yes, Max Q. Yes, this is good.
Guys, all engines are running still too.
This is good. That is beautiful.
All engines are running.
Oh,
All 33 engines are still running.
oh my God. This is so much better.
This is phenomenal.
This is great. That looks like a
That
gorgeous,
call out
bright.
tells us Starship is through the period of greatest stress
condensation.
on the way to space.
Oh.
Now the next major event is hot staging in just over 90 seconds from
my
now.
God.
Emotional.
To get ready, the booster
coming
will
up
shut
very
down
close to
all
hot
but
staging
3
here, guys.
of the
This
Raptor
is
engines. Flames holding the 2
unbelievable.
stages
Do
together
not
will
take your
release,
eyes if you were
and
in
the
the area.
Starship's
Do not
second
take your
stage will
eyes
ignite
off
its
it.
engines. Starship will then separate from the Super Heavy
my
booster
God.
and head to space. And at the same time, the 3 engines that are still
We're
firing
gonna
on
see hot
Super
staging
Heavy
at T plus
will
2
flip the
minutes and
booster
41
around.
seconds.
10 more engines right for the boost back
Come
burn,
on, buddies.
putting the first stage on path for a splashdown in the Gulf of Mexico.
Come on, buddies. Oh,
I don't know if we're in the shot at all.
I know.
Sorry, guys.
Who cares
Who cares?
at this point? Oh, I can't
Okay,
wait.
this should be the staging event.
I can't wait to see our tracking.
Mooi te zien dat de booster alle raketten
All the neighbors are out. It's cool.
Engine power continues to look
het
nominal
nog
on
steeds
33
doen.
Raptor engines. We're about to shut down the first stage and perform staging. Let's watch and listen.
That's
Oh!
Krijgen we hier het separation.
Oh
En dan
my
zie je
God.
2.
I mean, it's not
Ja,
a big explosion.
booster
nothing
los.
with the ring, like
That
the,
looks good, but it's me. Oh, look! I
Yes.
see them separated.
no way.
I see them separated. They're.
Booster engine cut off.
Oh, you've got to be kidding
You
me.
have to be kidding.
I am shaking.
Ziet er wel indrukwekkend uit, moet ik zeggen.
I think it's nominal.
Stage
No, hold
separation.
on. This is insane.
It worked. It worked. It
This is insane.
worked.
This is insane. Oh, look!
Jammer dat de booster explodeert. Ja.
What happened?
That might be flight termination of booster or ignition. I don't know.
Successful hot stage.
We saw something exciting.
Starship.
I think Starship is
Starship's
going
on
though.
our super heavy booster. And as you can see,
They
the super
terminated
heavy
super
booster
heavy.
has just experienced a rapid unscheduled disassembly. However, our ship is still underway with
Ship
all
avionics,
6.
power and telemetry nominal.
And we just heard there, ship avionics, power and telemetry nominal. All 6 engines are lit, as you can see from the GUI there at the bottom right-hand side of your screen.
Oh, I can still see Starship sailing.
Oh my God.
Look at the.
Now, we did know that the that hot staging was going to be incredibly dynamic. We knew that there was a chance that the booster would not survive, but we're going to take that data and figure out how we can make the booster better for the next hot stage.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that hot staging put a lot of load on the top of the booster, and of course it flipped around there, a lot of dynamic stuff happening. But ship is still going strong.
Goed.
And it's doing great. Right now, the ship, the second stage, is on its way as like
Trajectory.
to survive hot staging, which at one and specific area objective.
The 3 outer engines as part of the mission design. In a suborbital trajectory today, but that trajectory will get us to the energy levels that we need at re-entry, where we can really stress that heat shield and get valuable data on re-entry. And those calls that we are still on a nominal.
It's re-entry, but it unfortunately did not survive data and improve the hot staging sequence and probably improve the hardware itself for the next flight.
So I'm a little. Oh.
Oké. Ja, dat was het dus. Ik zal eens even kijken wat er nu...
Seconds of its burn. So what I think would have happened most likely is if they...
We saw the booster do its turn. We saw the hot staging work. We saw the second stage ignite its engines and disappear from the booster. We saw
and I think for those that really doubted that something this large and complicated could work, I think those doubts have certainly been abated at this point. It was
for sure.
Really, I mean, for all the things that went wrong in the first one, it went totally right on this one, and that has got to be something that's got the SpaceX folks very excited. I'm sure NASA is happy to see this, and you know, I think as we were talking about on Countdown to Launch this week, a lot of what took so long between April and now was the fact that there were so many changes to the ground systems and the flight systems that the regulators had to step in and make sure that things were compliant with all of their rules and regulations. And it looks as though, you know, if this worked, we're going to see less big changes and a lot more smaller ones. Hey, I think Jack is available, and we are waiting. I know our team is working hard to get things going. Hey, I think Jack is available too, so we're going to try to bring in some field commentary to see how everybody is doing out there. Here's our replay. Look at this.
Oh my God.
It's so amazing.
Look how we didn't see much of a lean like we did the last time, did we?
No. You can also see like there's not stuff flying around.
Yeah, there's a little bit, but not like the total destruction last time.
It's just going.
To me, the thing that I will consider seems to move away from the tower. I don't know if you guys see it, but it does seem like it does some kind of out-of-voice maneuver. Because for the first flight, it did something similar, but it seemed to, because Elon said, oh, we didn't do any pad avoidance maneuver or anything like it. And, you know, backtracking the engines that went out during liftoff and everything, it seemed that it was because of that. But here, all 33 engines ignited, so obviously there must be some intentionality here, right?
Can I see the replay from the beginning again? Because I think you see the air shockwave.
Yeah.
At ignition. Like, could we? I'm not sure if that's possible. I'm sorry, production, but I think you can see the air shockwave. There.
Oh wow! Look at that. Yeah. And you see a number of them because you do have these engines lighting up in not all at once, right? They launch them in a sequence, so you're going to see multiple shockwaves there.
One of the things, look out for the if we replay it again, obviously, look out for the quick disconnect arm. It separates, and then 2 seconds later is when the liftoff happens. So the QD on the ship. This
and up to 250 metric tons that when expendable.
Now, for context, Falcon 9 is only partially reusable. We recovered the largest part of the rocket, that's called the first stage, but we don't recover the second stage. And Falcon 9's heaviest payload to date is just over 17.
Ja, dat was Starship. Ik hoop dat er nog wat meer beelden van vrij gaan komen. Ik hoop dat jullie dit waarderen. Volgende keer zijn we er natuurlijk weer bij. Ja, ik heb het niet heel goed voorbereid, dus daardoor was ik wat later. Ja, ik hoop dat er binnenkort nog wat meer beelden van vrij gaan komen. Maar het lijkt erop dat beide delen van de raket zijn geëxplodeerd. Ook de meer gegevens zullen binnenkort wel bekend worden. Dat duurt even. Want weinig... ja, weinig echte nieuwe beelden. Maar het zag er allemaal wel een stuk beter uit als de eerste keer. En laten we hopen dat de volgende keer ook nog wat meer beelden vanuit de ruimte kunnen komen en zo. Ja, jammer dat er geen beelden vanuit de raket gekomen zijn. Dus er is nog een hoop waar we op wachten eigenlijk, een soort qua informatie. Maar goed. Ja. Ik hoop mooiere beelden nog. Ja. Nou ja, ik heb mijn best gedaan. Kijk, het is alweer een periode geleden dat ik zo live ben gegaan, dus ik moest alles weer goed voorbereiden. En ik dacht eigenlijk dat hij pas om een uur of drie de lucht in zou gaan. Ik heb het even een beetje verkeerd laten gaan. Voor de volgende keer les. Dat 2 uur misschien wel 2 uur kan zijn. Ja, ik zie ook geen, want we hebben meerdere...
Really for the last few days, especially to try to get in today's launch attempt.
And here you can see a live view of the South Padre Amphitheater where both SpaceX employees, friends and family, and members of the public are gathering to watch Starship lift off. And we can see the crowds are gathering there as well. And of course, we want to give a shout out to the SpaceX team. You see them there on screen, members of our launch command, our Star Command Center. That is our Starbase Launch Control Center.
Yep, those are the operators today who are going to be reviewing all the data and, of course, giving us the go, no go poll, checking the status to try to get in today's launch attempt just around 27 minutes from now.
And one thing I do want to mention, I misspoke. It's not the South Padre Amphitheater, it's the Cameron County Amphitheater.
Now, the entire Starship structure on your screen is made from stainless steel. When it's stacked, it stands about 120 meters tall. It's about 9 meters around. And we have this awesome video that shows you just how big that is. You can see one of our technicians there doing some final prep work in advance of today's test. And man, there's the 120-meter monster.
The person just keeps getting smaller and smaller. Now, just like Falcon 9, Starship has 2 stages, which we'll talk more about those in a minute. In addition to those 2 stages, Starship actually has a third stage, which we call Stage 0. It consists of all the launch pads around the rocket, as you can see there on your screen, and it's truly an engineering feat in its own right.
Yeah, we've got a great shot there of the various different components of it, the pad, the infrastructure, all that is required to get into filling the tanks. Now, let's talk about the Super Heavy. Its name says everything. It's super, it's heavy, it's super heavy. When it's operational, it'll be responsible for providing the power to escape that mighty gravitational pull of Earth that we've got here and take Starship into orbit.
The booster itself stands about 70 meters tall and is roughly the same height as a fully integrated Falcon 9, which is just so crazy to me. But this super heavy booster has a diameter roughly 2.5 times that of Falcon 9 and with 33 much larger engines. We have a beautiful view here. This is one of my favorite views that we're going to get today. Those are our 33 Raptor engines at the base of the super heavy booster.
Yep, and you can see they're in a couple of different rings here. So we've got the outer ring of...
Ja, dat is allemaal indrukwekkend. Ik denk dat ik het hier maar bij ga afsluiten. En ja, volgende keer beter. Ja, ik dank jullie allemaal voor het kijken en tot de volgende uitzending. Goed. Till next time. Bedankt voor het kijken en fijne zaterdag nog. Fijn weekend. En tot de volgende. Ciao.
TOS 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. FC2, please prepare for section 35. OSC, FC1, LBN.
Plus 30 seconds, Starship 10 has liftoff. It's headed to 10 kilometers.